So I'm pretty convinced that that chapstick. This says all natural, but I don't think it is. I think they're lying because I I have to use it. I have to use it, and I think that I see a hair that's just like floating. I feel like they put stuff in it. Of course they do. Of course they do. You've heard those studies that they put stuff in it so that it makes your lips dry. Douchebags. Yeah, so, um, it's hot. It's really hot. Much hotter than it usually is, and it's kind of amazing, but kind of hot. Right. So, basically sweating. Sweating. So I went to lunch, for those of you that have seen my previous vlog. Um, I went to lunch with my old fling. Um, it sounds like my old bag, like my old lady. Um, no, she was just a person that I had really 18-year-old lustful feelings for. But I went to lunch with her, and it was good. It was good. I felt a lot better about it, and I can honestly say that whether we talk again or not, I'm content, and I could kind of care less. It just felt nice to actually meet, and I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, God, I love those. Love those. So I kind of wanted to talk about polyamorous relationships. And for those of you that don't know, being poly, the base, there's so many different definitions for being poly, and I think it really depends on the person, and it also depends on the relationship that you're in. Because I've known people that were poly, and they met the right one, and so now they're not poly. Um, yeah, so being poly, the basic thing of being poly is that you date more than one person. Um, so, for instance, okay, I have a friend in some area of California who she is poly, but her partner is not. And they've come up with this understanding to where basically they're married when they're at home and they do their own thing. They both have 9-to-5 jobs and all this stuff. But when the weekend comes around, or whenever, my friend goes out and she basically has a single life. And her partner understands that, and they're okay with it. And I think that it's kind of amazing. At the time, this was years ago when I had found out, and I didn't agree with it because I was really young and kind of naive, and I was really in the mindset that if you're with someone, then you're with them, and that's it, and you have to give 100% to them, otherwise, it's not even worth it. And over the past few years, I've kind of opened up. I would like to have thought of myself as an open-minded person, and I don't think I really was as open to this idea until just recently. And without bringing in my own personal life, my opinion about being poly has changed greatly. I actually do agree with polyamorous relationships. The only problem that I have, my own personal problem, is that I think I might be a little tiny bit of a jealous person when it comes to somebody else fucking the person that I'm with. And I do have a problem with that. And I wish that I could, I don't wish that I could change that. I don't. Come on now, it's kind of an intimate thing. But if you can separate sex from love, then I think that being poly is kind of phenomenal. And I would really like to be able to do that. I feel like there are so many people out there that you can learn from. And every relationship that I've ever been in, whether I've been in a relationship or whether I've dated someone or friendships or anything, I have learned from them, and I have become the person that I am, I think, today because of the relationships and friendships that I have had with these people. And sometimes I think that when you don't allow, like, let's say you're in a relationship, you're in a monogamous relationship, it makes it really difficult for you to make friends outside of that monogamous relationship, because you are only supposed to be giving this certain part of you, this certain part of yourself to that one person. And so when you make friends, it's a very surface level friendship. It's totally, this might just be me, but this is how I feel, and this is how I've been viewing life recently. And I think that if everybody was poly, it'd be kind of a dream world, but if everybody was poly, then you wouldn't have this fear of the person that you are supposed to be like with leaving you, because it would be socially acceptable for you to be with other people. And I think that I am going to grow and learn and just become whomever it is that I am going to become by, based on the people that I meet and based on the people that I allow into my lives. And if I only allow one person in my life every 5 to 10 years, I don't really think I'm going to end up becoming the person that I would like to be. And so I think that, sex aside, I mean, sex doesn't even really count for it. It's a different emotional, intellectual level that you can reach with someone on a friendship basis. But sex is kind of amazing too. I don't know. I'm totally just talking out of my ass, so I'm gonna end this vlog.